As a teenager, my next guest, Jill, had anxiety many people deal with. She had a fear of flying. Since she traveled frequently, she sought medical help and was prescribed a medication to calm her fears. It worked, but it also led to an addiction that she says took over her life. Take a look at her story.
My anxiety started when it came to flying. When I would get on the planes, I would feel I'm gonna die on this plane. I went to the doctor and she prescribed me something to calm me down, a benzo.
I was a little concerned, but I felt like she was only prescribed a few pills. We would keep track of it.
I started realizing I'm taking too much and I'm probably getting addicted.
How were you able to get them so easily?
I would get free pills from guys who would find me attractive. I was very manipulative when I was on these drugs.
I was afraid of what she was going to do for these drugs. It's devastating to see your child in that condition.
When I realized that this isn't the life I wanted to live anymore, I went to my mom to find me a good rehab to go to. Thinking back, I never woke up one day and said that I want to be an addict, but in just a little less than 2 years, benzos destroyed a big part of my life.
Well, joining me are Jill and my longtime good friend, Dr. Frida Lewis Hall, Chief Patient Officer of Pfizer. So welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Jill's mother, Monica, is also here in the audience. So welcome, Monica. Thank you for being here as well. Jill, you were only prescribed 0.5 milligrams of benzodiazepine, benzos, for 1 month. What made you increase the dosage and how'd you get it?
Well, at first, the small amount was just for plane rides, and I started to take more and realized that I would feel even better and could get high from it. So eventually, I ran out of my prescription and found someone off the streets that I could get it from.
Okay, so how bad did it get?
It got really bad. I ended up overdosing 3 times, all within a month.
Monica, what was it like seeing your daughter go through this?
We knew at the beginning that she was prescribed this medication for her anxiety for airlines, and we were really shocked at how quickly the addiction took over.
Dr. Frida, just how common is anxiety in teens?
For a teen to experience anxiety is not uncommon, but if the anxiety becomes excessive or it gets in the way of living a healthy life, then they could actually be dealing with an anxiety disorder, such as fear of flying, a phobia, or a social anxiety disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder. Nearly 1 in 3 adolescents aged 13 to 18 will experience an anxiety disorder.
And what are some of the warning signs of the disorder?
Yep, so some of the warning signs include irrational fear or worry, changes in sleep patterns, and difficulty concentrating.
Doctor, how addictive are benzos, particularly for teens and young adults?
So benzodiazepines are used to treat a number of health conditions, including anxiety. And despite their many uses, the use of benzodiazepines can lead to both physical and psychological addiction. In fact, benzo abuse was found to be most common in people aged 18 to 35. If you think that you're addicted, and that means if you are taking it longer than you need it for the condition, or if you're taking more to get the same effect, you should see your doctor.
And another huge problem with benzos is the counterfeits that are out there. So did you take counterfeit drugs?
Yeah, eventually the person I was getting them from stopped getting them prescribed, and all they could get was counterfeit ones. And that was the first time I overdosed.
Dr. Frida, how dangerous is it to take these counterfeit drugs on the street where you don't know what it actually is?
These are very dangerous because they can contain both incorrect ingredients but also harmful ingredients. They can kill you.
How can you tell if the medication you're taking is a counterfeit?
So many of these you get online. The difficulty is they're designed to look real. So it's very difficult to look at them and tell that they're counterfeit until it's too late.
So the bottom line is you only purchase prescription drugs in the U.S. from a state licensed pharmacy. And if you're taking prescription medication, only take the dosage amount your doctor has prescribed. Right, Jill? You know that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And I'm 2 months clean now, and life is just so much more beautiful than it was.
Well, look, for more information on how to talk to your teens about the dangers of abusing benzodiazepines, other prescription medications, and counterfeits, I want you to go to one of my favorite websites, which is gethealthystayhealthy.com.
And of course, when you get there, you can sign up for our monthly newsletter.
I want to thank all of my guests today. A special thanks to Dr. Frida Lewis Hall. Thank you. And Jill, thank you for being here, and thank you for having the courage to share your story, because it'll keep other people from making some of those mistakes.
That's awesome.
Right? Okay.